Yo, what's up, guys? It's Dom, and you're tuning in to Talks with Dom, where we touch on a series of topics that dives into the creative within. Over time, the goal is to help each and every one of you partaking in this transformation to better understand who and where you are on your journey. So let's chop it up, guys. So we're on to point 9, the filter before the fact, right? One of the greatest misconceptions about the human mind is that we judge things after we accept them, after we experience them. Sorry about that. We don't. We judge them through filters we've already built, right? So, meaning in the sense of being able to go on with life, right? Going on to how we were, let's just say, like for like the last one, like the last 2 points that we've been talking about, right? Being able to go through these things, being able to go through these experiences, and to not say that, hey, we have to go through these things in order to truly judge what this thing is, right? But in our reality, though, right, for this point, the filter before the fact, how we're looking at it is the fact that before we do this thing, right, we becoming aware of the thing, but now that judgment of what's going on, that filter is basically coming first before the actual fact, right? It says every attachment creates a filter, not to determine whether something is true, but to determine whether something is acceptable, right? Before you trust someone, there's a filter. Before you reject an idea, there's a filter. Before you believe in yourself, there's a filter, right? So talking about the trusting someone, right? Before you can truly trust someone, right? You have to go through the filter of the patterns that they have within themselves, right? To see if those patterns are acceptable for something that you can trust, right? Something that you can align with, right? Before you reject an idea, right? You have to go through the different tunnels of truly understanding what that idea is and what that idea truly means for you, right? Is there true importance that you can align with within that idea, right? These are different questions and different things that you go through, different filters that you have to go through just to make sure that that idea or the thing, right, is acceptable, right? Before you believe in yourself, right? Certain things that you have to prove to not only yourself, but being able to prove to certain people that believe in you, being able to stick to things that you say that you want to do, things that you say that you're going to get done, things that you promise to other people, things that you've like goals that you set for yourself throughout the years of things that you're going to tap into, right? Get to a certain point of things, right? You told yourself that you wanted to start to get in the uh, creative process of a certain project, right? Being able to follow through with that, being able to get that project done, being able to see it through, right? It's basically going to be the acceptance that you are able to take, right? That filter that you're going to be able to go through to be able to accept that, right? So being able to understand that, let's go back to the sentence that I said before, right? One of the greatest misconceptions about the human mind is that we judge things after we experience them, right? But in all reality, if we truly take note and really tie into the things that we go through throughout life, that judgment doesn't come after things happen. That judgment actually stands up right before we go through that experience, because it's filters that all of these things have to go through, right? And we tie that into how we create, though, guys, right? These examples, these things that I'm talking about is tying back to, is referencing back to the way that we create, right? So the certain ideas, the certain creative thoughts that we have, right? Before these things could truly be acceptable to ourselves, truly be acceptable to the creative that's on the inside of us, right? It's filters that these things have to go through, right? We have to truly be able to understand the way that we want to get this creative idea out, the way that we want to have, uh, the way that we want that thing to be able to come through our interpretation, our imagination, throughout our expressions, for people to be able to um, see it in the physical, right? How do we, like, basically how we're wanting the people to perceive this creative project, right? It's a lot of loopholes, and not really loopholes, but a lot of skips and jumps and stuff that we have to go through to truly be able to get that creative idea or that creative thing out, and to be able to be proud of it and to be able to say that, yeah, this is acceptable. Yeah, I accept that, right? It's a lot of accepting that has to happen within yourself, right? So we're calling this the filter before the fact, right? If that's a thing that attaches to you, if that's a thing that aligns with you, right? If you feel like that you do that a lot, if you feel like that that's a part of your process, right? Give this video a like, right? Tell me about it in the comments, right? Let's continue to keep the conversation going. Let's continue to tap in with other people that's dealing with the same thing, right? We're all here as creatives, basically to form a movement, right? And be support for all of us to be able to tap in with each other to um, figure out ways that we can create better, right? Not to say that like, of course the goal is to have some of the best creations in the world, right? But in order to be able to get to that, guys, we first have to be able to tap in with the creative that's on the inside, to be able to pull those ideas out, to be able to snatch those ideas that are aligning with us and turning them into something excellent, right? But in order for that idea to come down, align with us, and come out of us, right, what's in us has to be excellent too, right? The awareness that we have on the inside, the intention that we have on the inside, right? The understanding that we have on the inside, right, has to be intact, has to be in firm shape, has to be in all knowing, all acceptance, to truly be able to um tap into different aspects of the creative idea, right? Tap into different areas of the creative to truly be able to make this creative idea be something that is truly supposed to be, right? Truly going to be something that can change the next person that encounters the idea, encounters the physical creation, right? And changes the way that they look at life, changes the way that they create themselves, right? So, if that tapped in with you though, man, leave a like, man. You know what I mean? Leave a comment. Let's keep this conversation going. Let's keep growing. Let's continue to be better within ourselves. Let's continue to upgrade our minds. Let's continue to stay on top of the people that are around us, the creatives that are around us, to stay on top of them, stay on top of their minds, stay on top of their game for the things that they want to be able to accomplish within their creative journey, guys. So, like I said before, though, man, until the next one, though, guys, for sure.